Have you ever seen the movie Serendipity with Kate Beckinsale and John Cusack? When things surprise and delight you, it's one of life's most beautiful gifts. And after I met my latest client, I went home that night and told my husband, oh, how amazing my clients are, which, he's heard thousands of times, but I'll still say it again and again and again. You guys are just awesome. Thank you so much. And if you work somewhere where you love helping people, hit that like button. Okay, you have to hear this story. It just lights me up. My latest client, Elle, she found my videos and couldn't believe that I was local, since at this point, 80% of my clients are out of town and they find me through YouTube. So I'm gonna show you what people typically don't get to see that goes on behind the scenes when I am making their ring. So she came in with a diamond ring that she's worn for decades and wanted to refresh the design with a new ring setting for her anniversary using her heirloom diamond in the center. Now, normally we curate a selection of diamonds for clients when they're starting with a new ring, for an engagement ring as an example, but in this case, Elle already had the main diamond and wanted to hold the sentiment behind it. So the plan was to build around that. And her well-loved diamond actually has a chip on the side, so I had to work around that and make sure not to make it worse. So I'll share exactly what I did to handle that. Now, this custom ring, it's being made from scratch exclusively for Elle, which is going to take her gorgeous finger to a whole new level of sparkle. And be sure to keep watching until the end to see what makes this ring so amazing and how it relates to the movie Serendipity. The casting's complete, fully polished, and the diamonds have been hand selected to color match her center stone, which is so important to ensure seamless color, because it's awful when the diamond is one color and the diamonds on the setting don't match. It actually makes the center diamond look smaller because it doesn't blend in well with the halo, especially if there's a halo on it. So come with me behind the scenes as I'm now about to set the heart of the ring using her gorgeous diamond that was first slipped on her finger by her husband 25 years ago. After I've set the small diamonds, I always make sure to polish underneath where the center diamond is going to be placed, because you can't get back under there once the diamond is set. If it's not polished, over time dirt and lint can get stuck in the rough crevices under the diamond, which darkens the overall appearance. That blue dot is so that I know exactly where to position the chip on the little diamond. You can see that chip right about 6 o'clock on that diamond, and you can see how thin this girdle is, and there's another angle of that chip. Now, the positioning of this particular diamond into the halo setting is something that I'm going to be mindful of, because I want to have the facets positioned in the north, south, east, west on that table of the diamond. So by doing that, it allows me to have that chip right next to a prong, which if this were to take some impact on that diamond, that chip will still be protected because the prong is raised up higher. It's not covering the chips for not full protection, but I'm really, really pleased at how that worked out really well. It's positioned beautifully right next to it. And I'm gonna be squeezing. And I do this evenly from all 4 angles, because that's really important to make sure that it's level and steady. So I usually do a few different grades of the files, and I'm going based on the facets on the diamond to ensure that they end at the exact same point. Now, when you have a diamond that is not an excellent cut, and it has a little bit of an older cut like this, the facets are not necessarily symmetrical. So it's really a harmonious blend of my eye as well as the facets, so that the illusion is that they are 100% all symmetrical. Now, I will go over the first pass with a rougher file in order to just lay out the shape, and it cuts a little bit faster, a little bit deeper. And then I will refine it with a file that isn't quite so coarse. It just has a finer grade. Now, one thing I'm really keeping in mind on this particular diamond is that that one spot by the prong that has the chip on it, I want to make sure not to let my file glaze over that. Even though I've customized my files to be polished on the sides, I still don't want anything touching that abraded edge with that chip, just as an exercise of extreme caution. So I'm just taking extra precautions when I'm around that. I mean, I am looking at this highly magnified under a microscope, so nothing's gonna actually happen when my eye is right on it the way it is right now. But yeah, that's something that I'm definitely being mindful of. Now I just have to shape them into the exact fine claw prongs that I want. And once I've done that, it'll be perfect. One way to personalize a custom setting is by adding a hidden gemstone inside the ring. You don't feel it once it's on your finger, but it can be a really meaningful touch. In this case, we're adding a peridot gemstone, which is a light green color that only they will know about. It can be a birthstone of his or her birthstone. You can do two side by side, and it's a really great touch. Anytime you're going to be polishing, you want to make sure that you secure your hair, because there have been way too many scenarios where people have actually ripped their hair out along with part of their scalp. So I'm not going to be one of them. And it's really important to wear goggles. Okay, now I just have to share what makes this story so special. When Elle came to my studio for the first time, I presented her with a flower bouquet because it's one of my favorite ways to surprise and delight someone. I mean, this place, they have a very specific style that they present their flowers in. So when I presented her with the flowers, she paused and said, "Where did you get these?" I told her where it's from, and she smiled and said, "Our family owns that flower shop." And when she said that, I got chills. If you love this, type the word serendipity in the comments. It feels like it came full circle, how I've been supporting her business for years, and now here she is supporting mine. And if you're looking for your very own custom diamond ring, feel free to reach out to the studio. I create custom diamond rings for clients just all over the world, and it is so much fun and just honestly my absolute joy to build a ring from scratch that represents the love story that you're creating together. I would love to hear what your dream ring would look like, and I would absolutely love to exceed your expectations with it. If you found this video helpful, subscribe to the channel for more inspiring content about brilliant diamond rings. And in the meantime, thank you for watching, and I wish for you a beautiful rest of your day. Bye.